Ukrainian Security Service, SBU, on Monday claimed responsibility for the January 4 attack on Russia's largest sea trade port Ust-Luga in Lengingrad region. Ukrainian media cited a source within the intelligence service as saying that Ukraine's long-range drones covered more than 900 kilometers distance, reaching almost St. Petersburg city, and successfully struck a port in the Leningrad region. The video footage provided by the source familiar with the matter shows one of the Ukrainian drones hitting a container of gas condensate. 3 more such containers nearby were damaged as a result of debris. The Ust-Luga terminal is a large logistics hub in the Baltic Sea. Through it, Russia sells oil and gas. Drone sanctions from the SBU reduce the flow of foreign currency that Russia needs to wage the war in Ukraine, the source said. According to experts, the repair will take at least a month and will definitely lead to interruptions in the operation of the terminal. The SBU's confirmation of the attack on Ust-Luga comes amid Ukraine's successful attacks on Russia's border Kursk region. The Ukrainian armed forces managed to break through in 3 districts of the Kursk region and achieve tactical success. This is stated in a fresh report by the Institute for the Study of War. Ukrainian forces reportedly carried out mechanized attacks using armored vehicles, advancing south and southwest of Berden and entering the southern part of the town. The offensive in the Leonidovo area has also been intensified. An attack has been carried out near Pushkarnoy, east of Sudza. Meanwhile, Russian media outlets are writing that today, another upsurge in activity in Sudza has been noted, which means the offensive is continuing. At the same time, Russian war correspondents reported some Russian advancement to the southeast of Makhnovka and along the road to southeastern Kurilovka, but ISW found no visual confirmation of these claims. It is also reported that the Russian mechanized column unsuccessfully tried to advance in the direction of Malaya Lokhnya. In addition, the report cites data from Russian war correspondents who complain that the Ukrainian armed forces destroyed most of the Russian mechanized columns in the Kursk region. Ukrainian forces are using long-range fire to block Russian rear areas and electronic warfare systems to suppress Russian drones supporting the advance of Ukrainian mechanized units. This indicates that the Ukrainian armed forces operating in the Kursk region are using more effective tactics of conducting combined arms operations, the institute's analysts noted. Ukrainian forces entered Kursk region in August, seizing a chunk of territory. Russian forces have pushed them back in some areas without managing to eject them entirely. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, a Ukrainian new assault detachment consisting of 2 tanks, 1 military engineering vehicle and 12 armored fighting vehicles attacked near the village of Berden. At least 3 people were killed and 7 were injured in shooting on a bus carrying Israelis in the occupied West Bank on Monday, officials said. The attack occurred in the Palestinian village of Al-Fundak, on one of the main east-west roads crossing the territory. Israel's Magen David Adom Rescue Service said 2 women in their 60s and a man in his 40s were killed. Violence has surged in the West Bank since Hamas' October 7, 2023 attack out of Gaza ignited the ongoing war there. The war began when Hamas-led militants stormed across the border in a massive surprise attack nearly 15 months ago, killing some 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and abducting around 250. Some 100 hostages are still inside Gaza, at least a third of whom are believed to be dead. Israel's air and ground offensive has killed over 45,800 Palestinians in Gaza, according to local health authorities, who say women and children make up more than half of those killed. They do not say how many of the dead were militants. The Israeli military says it has killed over 17,000 fighters, without providing evidence. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza and East Jerusalem in the 1967 Mideast War, and the Palestinians want all 3 territories for their future state.
רגע, אני רואה אותך? בימינה, תודה.
פיגוע ירי קשה מאוד בשומרון, עם תוצאות קשות מאוד. האירוע עדיין מתנהל. אני אומר בצורה ברורה מכאן לאויבים הברברים שלנו ולכל העולם, אנחנו לעולם לא נשבר. עם ישראל ינצח, אנחנו נתחזק, וההתיישבות בשומרון תיבנה עוד יותר. ולממשלה ולפיקוד הבכיר בצה"ל אני אומר, אנחנו אזרחי ישראל בשומרון ובכל הארץ דורשים מכם לסגור עכשיו את המחסומים. אם המחסומים הביטחוניים היו סגורים והיו עושים בדיקות לכל מי שנכנס ויוצא משכם, יכול להיות שהפיגוע הזה לא היה.
The FBI on Sunday released videos of Shamsuddin Jabbar, the man responsible for the truck attack in New Orleans on New Year's Day that killed 14 people, that showed him in the hours leading up to the attack and during a previous visit to the city. Jabbar, 42, a former U.S. Army soldier from Houston, carried out the attack early Wednesday. Police fatally shot him during a firefight at the scene of the deadly crash on Bourbon Street, famous worldwide for its festive vibes in New Orleans' historic French Quarter. In some of the clips, surveillance footage shows Jabbar on Bourbon Street in the early hours of January 1st carrying 2 coolers that contained improvised explosive devices, according to the FBI. He is wearing a long brown coat that was recovered in the pickup truck he rented to carry out the attack, the Bureau said. Surveillance footage from early January 1st also shows Jabbar walking toward the rental truck to pick up the second cooler, according to the FBI. Both devices were rendered safe at the scene. Investigators searching Jabbar's rental truck found a transmitter intended to trigger the 2 bombs, the FBI said in a statement Friday, adding that there were bomb-making materials at the New Orleans home he rented. Jabbar tried to burn down the house by setting a small fire in a hallway with accelerants, but the flames burned out before firefighters arrived. Jabbar purchased a cooler in Vidor, Texas, hours before the attack and gun oil from a store in Sulphur, Louisiana, investigators said. Jabbar had suspected bomb-making materials at his Houston home, which contained a workbench in the garage and hazardous materials believed to have been used to make explosive devices, officials familiar with a search conducted there said.